Hi, Debbie Zeta here. I wanted to talk to you this week about why stress makes you stupid and how to stop stress. So, when you go through stress, the front part of your brain, your frontal lobe, actually shuts down. So if you're going through a time when you're really stressed and you can't think, or if you've ever lost a loved one and you've been in hospital and going through the grief or going through the shock of the news, that friends and family might come in and say, have you eaten? Have you gone to the toilet? And you'll say, I don't know, I can't remember. That's because your brain is actually not functioning on that level at that point in time. So you actually forget, simple things like eating or self-care. One of the things that I do when I know I'm going through stress, or when I am going through stress, is that I look back to what I call my relapse prevention plan. So for those of you who know me, my background is originally in psychology and social work. So I used to work in that area, and I'm quite familiar with mental health, and I'm quite familiar with it not only as a professional, but also, unfortunately, as a client, because I myself have suffered quite severely from postnatal depression and clinical depression. And I remember being in hospital a year or so after losing my mum and having my son, and being in hospital for treatment for postnatal depression. And one of the things that they got us to do was to write a relapse prevention plan. And so what this does is it means that when you are, going through a time when you are stressed, that you can actually look back to what I like to call, your map, your peace map, and remind yourself of the things that you can do to take yourself out of stress, to make yourself feel a little bit calmer, a little bit more at peace. And this is different for everybody. For some people it might be, running around the block, or it might be doing boxing, going for a swim. For other people it might just be meditating, sitting in the garden. I know for me what works is, playing with my angel cards and crystals, and, cup of peppermint tea, talking to a nice friend. Those are things that soothe and comfort me. So if you can take the time to write down some of your things, I'd say write down a list of about 10 of them that soothe and comfort you, so that in times of stress, you can turn to it as a tool to use. I wanted to show you one of the things I love, which is a deck by Louise Hay, and it's called the Power Thought Cards. And I like to use this for myself and also for my clients. And there's a card that I've picked out today for us to have a look at, which is loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. So the way that I like to use these decks is to actually say these affirmations in the mirror, which is something that I know Louise Hay is a fan of, and something that she used to do for her work with her clients. This is very, very powerful stuff to do these affirmations in the mirror, looking deeply into your eyes. And I like to do them along with a few other therapies, and be able to use it as a way to heal and cleanse you as well. So as you're saying the affirmation in the mirror, is just noticing what the self-talk is, and just being okay to sit with that, and recognizing that the self-talk is usually the inner child within you. So it's the 5 or 6 year old that is just scared and is looking for approval and looking for a hug, really. So when you say to yourself in the mirror, loving myself is easy, or loving others is easy when I love and accept myself, or whatever the affirmation is that you choose, and you notice yourself saying, nah, that's bullshit. Why? Why is that bullshit? What's coming up for you? What is that reminding you of? What sadness or what confusion does that, bring up in your conscious awareness? And just be okay with that, and be okay to say, well, that's okay that we feel that way, but that's not really helping us. And the more that you do the affirmations, the more that you practice them, the more that you actually rewire your brain into recognizing this as a new pattern and a new way of being. So I hope you find this helpful. Please head over to my website, debbiezeta.com, and you can download my free ebook, 9 Lessons About Self-Love Every Woman Should Know. It's also for men as well. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.